Hmm. Hmm. Hey, listen. What does this guy crit right? Crit death. I'm not. You have this? Arrow. Arrow. Okay. First things first. You have this character. I mean, this is good. Other problem. Start. Anyway, Golden Dragon is pretty hard enough. Hopefully, a lot of people problem. Dragon's Trial. Summon ally. 20 ally. 20 allies. Jimmy! See how. Okay. Clearly, I've missed 20, 40. It doesn't matter. No need to delve in past. No need to cry about spilled milk. Oh, okay. What can I tell? Triad. Well, I mean, Triad can be depending on and depending on what you actually. For some people, Triad is how do I torture, specifically for people that are trying to get this particularly hard. Not gonna lie. Uh, about Lady Dragon. Yeah, where the fuck is she? Yeah. By the way, Lady Dragon is one of the best electric ally. Even at 4 star, like she can out damage level 8 on 5 star character. Just because of I mean this 5 star passive does not work still zombie type character. But then again, the twins are alive. Struggling with twins. Lady Dragon might be also asking, where the hell is the other character? I mean, usually you can either get this guy, Aisha, or this guy, Dragons. Yeah, another electric. Uh, Depending, okay. If it's Chinese New Year, you can summon this dude. Clearly, it's not Chinese New Year, not February already. That's why we only have Aisha. A lot of you might also ask, why the fuck would I? Why the fuck would you get Aisha? That might be your. Now, this character, reason why this is really great. He provides direct code. And most of the time, okay, you want direct code. And also his first ability. Yo, Moonsong, well, taking a break. This first ability from this character. The vulnerability to cold is actually amazing. And the range of this ability is also pretty wild. So yeah, pretty good. A really good uh ice buffer character. Now, a lot of people might say, but Lieutenant Frost provides decent buffs like fire ability, crit damage. True, very true. But again, these type of characters are, you know, depending on your luck. Might get this guy or you might get Lieutenant Frost. It's one way or the other. Mattered. Oh, and also, you might be thinking, these are the perspective. They might be thinking, I have 4-star Lieutenant Frost or a 5-star Lieutenant Frost, even a 5-star Aisha. Regardless, okay. Regardless, even if they are 4 or maybe 5-star, if you have Ghost, and Harley, this two can kill any other bosses. So yeah, other latently. Oh, and by the way, Moonsong, you'll never believe I fought with Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy. He did not took the bait. It was pretty sad. Yeah, yeah. I was trying to make him play for more than 2 hours. It is kinda sad. The moment I saw his name, I already accepted defeat. But at the same time, my secondary goal was to make him spend more than more than 2 hours of playing this game. I call this as an absolute win. I haven't been. True, the coins are expensive as fuck. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the coins expensive. Yeah, yeah, they don't have. Let me just open. I'll show everyone the reason why. It's a love and hate situation for this LB. And for the people that may be asking, just so I wouldn't say this, I took a long break, another break. My father got sick at hospital. I didn't have much free. Thankfully, I have a little bit. Yo, the reason why the crates are so bad for me, I think the reason why the rewards for LB suck is because the main rewards, the main rewards of LB should have been here instead. Like they could have given us the decoration. Like they really wanted people to buy a key. Again, back in the day, you can infinitely farm for example, people would be willing to go to red zone, yellow zone, and by the way, you don't even need to bring access to break into the basement. You don't need to bring access. You basically run straight for the basement, and you're. Oh, and by the way, back in the day, enemies they don't have elite enemy. I mean, there is one, but it is far too far too easy. So look at this. This is the bigger crate chest. A lot of unnecessary. And by the way, the reason why it so fucking sucks for the people that doesn't know, they added so much irrelevant legendaries. This five unnecessary item about this. Yeah, they're even here and added the modified stick on this chest. And the reason why I said they are you can get all of this over here. Just doesn't make sense. No. It just doesn't make sense at this point. And by the way, a lot of people might be tempted even because of what? A repair kit. That's literally it. Repair kits. And by the way, I think even though I think repair kits are real, especially this, it is far too expensive. And if ever people should be going for this just so they can get multiple fragments of Late Dragon. And I would take Legendary Arms Crate. Yeah. Rather buy the second biggest. True, very, very true. And at the same time, again, the reason why the chests are so expensive and so much shit is because of this. The perfect tool. Literally, I'm not even. These are the main reasons why these buying this chest feel. It's not the nana. It's okay. It's not the nana. And by the way, for me, if they removed all of this unnecessary legendary weapons and they just left Triad weapons, it would be good. Because again, the reason why a lot of people can't even compete in LB, like look at this, 35,000. Who the fuck has enough Triad weapons to compete with a person like fucking, right? Who the fuck? 13,000. By the way, Ben, Moon, and then this Comprendo guy, even Robux, they have they compete in other LB. And this time around they only can provide 13 to 9,000. Like that's when you realize, oh yeah, maybe pretty good. I've been taking other got sick. Yeah, that absolutely sucks. Yeah, look, even Moonsong is telling the truth. Top 10. The top 10 couldn't even reach 7,000 points. Like, if your LB is looking like. Uh, where, by the way, Anam, remember when I said I just wanted to edge Jimmy? He did not fall for the video. I did not even go live. Okay. I guess Jimmy is fully retired. Or or maybe, he has so much respect for, like, maybe for you guys he does not respect you at all. I'd call this as a win. But guys, do not try this. Do not even try competing with, like, for example, no, not, we're not even gonna look at any possible why he did not try to go. But fact of the matter is, you shouldn't even go for this much amount of points. Because again, they made Triad, like, the overall rewards for Triad is in the LB. But the LB rewards also kinda suck unless you badly want the ally, which is Lady Dragon. But again, the reason why this type of LB sucks, the rewards is Triad Emblem Alpha. You can get 3 times more points for kills with Triad weapon or specialist. Get even more points for killing Golden Dragon in the Screaming Forest or any red zone card. And by the way, for the people that are asking, what is the difference between red zone Golden Dragon and Screaming Forest Golden Dragon? There is none. The difficulty are the same, the HP are the same. When this thing says get even more points for killing Golden Dragon in the Screaming Forest, the reason why it says get more points, the enemies in Screaming Forest have super high HP, not Golden Dragon. Regular mobs that looking. Killing enemies in there with Triad weapons give you so much. Again, it's not even. And also, there's also one thing that people actually forget about this. Earn challenge points by cleaning up already completed in Arc. If you can complete floor 30, 36 multiple times, yeah, that is extra points. By you shouldn't be forgetting about Arc. I am. Don't know why I'm doing this. I mean, it's fine if you can't grind it. You know, you shouldn't be forcing yourself trying to enjoy an event that you cannot benefit from or you can't fully. It's fine. Again, it's always about moderation, taking your time. And then speaking of keys, yeah, we already have someone that opened their first 400 keys. Speaking of keys, by the way, I already missed about 30 to 40 keys because I haven't played just one. Yeah, 30, 40 keys. Already missed. Yeah, if the problem is if problem is that's gonna that type of problem, it takes a certain kind of it's a different type of problem. Kind of like maybe you can fix it early on, or maybe that's the problem. It's a guessing game. Maybe you might be gifted or something. That depends. It is entirely dependent. Let's see here. Pepper. Pepper. Speaking of guys, I even killed the hard golden dragon at Screaming Forest. No. Gamer Heart, Golden Dragon at Screaming Forest and Red Zone, they're practically the same. They don't even give they also give the same rewards. A lot of you might be tricked into saying, "Oh, but Screaming Forest definitely gives way more rewards." No. You're getting the placebo effect. You're just gaslighting yourself. I can attest to this. I'm gonna show you proof in a minute. Let me find my. I wanna get copyright. Let me find my. Okay. Where is that video? I'm gonna show you why they're practically the same. Yeah, they're literally the same, but for the people that wanted proof, I'll give it to you. I will entertain you. Okay. Yeah, the Triad Sniper, the electric one, they one shot and they give a lot of points for Triad basements. But I don't suggest people trying to farm basement for points. It is rather expensive. But if it's your only way of getting points, then. So again, this is Screaming Forest Golden Dragon hard mode. Yeah, this is my old video. Again, the views are popping up this time around. You're gonna be searching for this video. 1080p HD. Again, let's skip to the good part. Okay. We don't want any of this. So again, in this setup, again, in this particular setup, what is this again? This reduces the damage of Golden Dragon, so this is kind of mandatory. Again, look at the HP, 8,000. If you don't bring any of this sniper. You're never gonna one-shot any of these people. So, skip, skip, skip. Doesn't matter, doesn't. It's not really matter. This does not matter. Okay, so look. Ah, okay, guys. You don't need the... If you absolutely don't have anything, you can use legendary weapons, armor for Golden Dragon. But this is just a very much faster way of killing him. I don't want to waste more time. Oh, and yeah, by the way, you might want to take this gadget right here. There's a certain enemy in this basement that deals constant electric damage. It's better to take this. The only defensive thing that you can take for Golden Dragon is this. This right here. I forgot this name. Anyone else remember this name? Right? Right? Anyone else remember this name? This is not Sponge. The only way... But yeah. So look, why am I using Annie Smith for Golden Dragon, you might ask? Annie Smith can definitely... Oh yeah, Corrosion. Very good, very good. Corrosion is really good for this type of boss. So yeah, Annie Smith. So as you can see, this is Golden Dragon hard mode. It is the same recommended gear, recommended rating, reward wise. So again, the reason why I'm using Annie Smith absolutely destroys Golden Dragon's attack speed. I mean, let the video explain it. Again, I'm not using Ghost and Harley. See? And for example, this is Triad Quinfa. A lot of people might be, you know, having a hard time killing these bastards, right? So whenever this icicle pops up, you need a certain ally such as Romanov to take care of this. If your account isn't fully stacked with allies, you're gonna have a hard time dealing with this event. Yeah. If you have legendary weapons, it's okay. It's cool. It's cool. You can take care. But the problem is, if you don't take care of these bastards very, very fast. Yeah, this is the guy that destroys your HP if you don't have any electric reduction. Yeah, again. Or again, you can use Annie Smith. Again, I don't even want to bother with Golden Dragon. He is very easy. Most of the time, okay, like for example, like that, see? He can get corroded. His damage numbers goes down. What else can you learn? The moment he starts his Kage Bunshin, you know, his cloning jutsu, you can use the corrosion in here, see? Like all of them gets corroded. Then they're dead. See, it's very, very easy. Like, look. Okay, this is the reward. 4 for 1 legendary, 9. But let's look. This is red zone, okay? Red zone. Look! 4, 5, 4, 8. They're practically the same. They're literally the same. I know you might be saying, but there's no this. And by the way, this is a Screaming Forest, by the way. Screaming Forest. And this is Red Zone. And it drops this ingot right here. Yeah. The number of iron sheets you may want to have optimally is always 9. If you fall behind 7, you're gonna have a hard time. But yeah, this is practically the same. The reason why... Oh yeah, by the way, if you got 7 and 6, that's kind of hard. So, Yeah, I've already shown you guys the vid. But yeah, the reason why the game is telling you to kill Golden Dragon at Screaming Forest, it is not for points and it is not for the amount of uh not the amount of, what do you call this, rewards as well. The only reason why you're killing Golden Dragon at the Screaming Forest is because of this stage 2 or maybe stage 3 ask you to kill Golden Dragon. But yeah, if you're willing to kill Golden Dragon for keys, go ahead in the Screaming Forest. But right now, absolutely right now, there's no reason. What am I supposed to? Yeah, basements, basements. Very good. I've already missed 1 day of fighting him. So yeah, look at this. 15. I've already missed 1 day fighting him. You should never uh you should never miss the chance of fighting him. These armor right here are really good. Really, really good. Very, very durable. Very high durability as well. If ever, okay. This is the type of perfect armor that you should be repairing. Same with Arctic set. Look at this, I only have 28 pieces. So depending on the type of weapons that you have, like for example like this 10% critical chance with ranged weapons, critical damage from ranged weapons by 15, and then this one, rifles, this is for sniper rifle and this is for pistol. So yeah, depending on the type of play style or the weapons that you absolutely have, craft what you actually need. So yeah. And by the way, even though I still say LB is particularly important, it is really hard for the normal type of person to even go for 20,000 points, right? Look at this. No one is even willing to go this far. Why do I say it's kind of hard? It entirely depends on how much a person has. For example, like me, I don't have a lot of specialist weapons left. These are practically destroyed. Doesn't matter. So yeah, it depends. It entirely depends on how much specialist you have left, and at the same time, how much, for example, how much triad weapons you have left. That is indeed the correct question that asking ourselves. Like how much? Yeah, I'm guessing I don't have a lot of triad weapons as well. Now you might be asking, why did you make 30,000 with so much less? Well, there are certain magical ways getting. Yeah, the very, very expensive chest as well. But you know what? If you have this Red Dragon rocket launcher, the black set. Yeah, same. I just wanted I just wanted a one set of, it's not even here. The hell is it? No, even by the way, even Dark Vader was asking, "Can you please kill Golden Dragon for me?" Right? You can use regular yeah, again, I don't have specialist weapons as well. But yeah, look at this. Once you build a full set of this, it makes you feel fucking invincible. I'm not even joking. Like, let's say you want to have an easier time fighting endgame bosses. Yeah, this is the armor set for you. This is practically one of the best armor in the like for example, okay, Cardinal set is also very good, but you can definitely fuck around with this armor. Yeah, even Darth Vader also asked me to kill, what do you call this? Even Darth Vader also asked me to kill Golden Dragon. But I have so much on my plate right now. I can't even make time to even, but I'm trying. I'm trying to. I'm trying. The word is really trying. Well, that's why it says try it in error. Constantly trying. Like hopefully, like hopefully, uh, I would have a lot of free. But Forgotten Graveyard farming is practically the best solution for every single person farming for LB. Again, 1 hour is 10,000 points. Depending on how much repairability you have with this too, it dictates how much points you're gonna get for this whole event. Again, pick and choose your battles. Like for example, like this, you wouldn't even want to fight LB with this amount of points. That's pretty fucking stupid. Like for example, even though you have Thunderer, like you have to wait for the perfect timing if you can actually secure top 3. Yeah, I'll see you. Like again, knew your backpack would be very good. Yeah. This one has a lot of bosses. Floor 30, Golden Dragon, Cardinal. It is very good. Cold damage and at the same time, 20 slots. Durability wise as well. Very, very good. I should be criticizing Triad because, again, back in the day, you would enjoy playing Triad because you can infinitely farm for keys. Right now, it absolutely sucks. Would I be you? But very good. What else am I missing? Uh oh yeah. Hmm. The fuck? Why is my radiation so very high? Okay. This. Okay. More weapons. Hmm. And by the way, even though fighting Golden Dragon is rewarding, in terms of you can finally craft a perfect armor, the reason why it kind of falls short is because people are already afraid of certain bosses in the game. Like for example, whenever you say Plague Bokor, right? Whenever you say Plague Bokor, uh, Cardinal, every player is afraid. Like literally, they are afraid. I'm not even joking. But when you say Golden Dragon, you just it is one of the bosses that you can casually throw. Uh Corrosion. I mean, yeah, players should definitely throw Corrosion at Plague Bukor and Cardinal as well. But you're gonna be missing an extra slot for healing. It's like Golden Dragon is such a perfect boss to use Corrosion. Imagine if this is someone already. Yo, boom. Look at my 11 FPS. We finally achieved it. uh, and you might be wondering, why am I not farming Forgotten Graveyard for points? Yeah, this is the reason, man. You try playing this game on a fucking emulator. This is not very fun, Chief. Ay, ay, ay. Very good. Oh, by the way, this is the wrong backpack. Anyway, at least I survived. Oh, by the way, this weapon is still alive. Major props to this weapons. Proper kudos. And speaking of Goliath, durability wise, being good. Where the fuck are those gaining bastards? Where the fuck are they? Over here. they did. Okay. And by the way, this is a very new update on on this emulator multiplayer. Very new update, and yet it still hasn't fixed the problem. And sadly, out of all the emulators out there, this is the very best performance. So even if you did try your best, it fucking sucks. Ah, shit. Look. Stealth mode. Stealth mode works. Stealth mode works. Kill him. Very good. Got what we look. Got what we came for. I still I still can't believe that this shotgun right here is still surviving. You have one more run with you. What about you, 55? Very good. That's the only purpose of my Goliath right now. Taunting this guy. Yeah, I'm sorry, sorry, sorry. Sorry, sorry, sorry. My bad, my bad, my bad. Seeing a legendary here in the alley chest plus airdrop plus legendary over here and another legendary here in the alley chest. Fucking amazing. Plus in the burned restaurant, if this guy is selling some legendary, that is indeed, heaven. Ripper ally. You mean the ally that you can get from fighting, not fighting, rewards for ensign or fighting cutter. Well, yeah, I somehow pressed the mute button. It's fine. Like my opinion for this guy, uh my opinion for this guy, it's a great. By the way, this guy is buffed. They buffed this ally because, back then it was performing very very badly. And again, the moment you gave an ally that you can get for rewards, you kinda do get the understanding of this ally is gonna be shit. Yeah, aesthetic wise, he looks good. Mad Max wise, but again, if they needed to add a buff to this ally, it just means that he kind of fucking sucks. Yeah, yeah. This is basically the boss when you unlock him. Pretty. Yeah, I mean, again, decent enough, but there is no place that he can be strong. I mean, there is one place. That one place is Arc C5. When I say Arc C5, like look at Ghost. This is rifle. Where is normal assault rifle? Where is normal? This is rifle. Yeah, this is Ventores. This is sniper rifle. Where is GG? Where the fuck? Why can't I see Go? Yeah, Ghost. Rifle. And if you look at here, this is rifle as well. So yeah, there is one thing. For example, with this 6 star, 5 star, 6 star ability. Because again, once you start fighting Cutter, you got the hang of it. You're finally getting fragments for this dude. This percent chance of killing an enemy with less than 30% health. This is gonna be helpful at, what do you call this? Arc C5. But yeah, particularly there is no application for this type of ally. But yeah, the Eternal Scar critical hits that deals bleeding damage. I mean, there is a big difference between deep wounds and bleed damage. Deep wounds are weapons like, for example, this one. Deep wounds, okay? This is deep wound. What is bleeding? Bleeding is this. Special damage bleeding. Yeah, very, very mid. Yeah, the reason, again, the reason why his bleeding is decent is because he got buffed. Okay? In the history of DOZ, allies are either get nerfed because of they are performing better than the. So if your specific character gets buffed, meaning they are underperforming, like he needs that type of buff. Because again, if he doesn't kill with his bleeding passive, yeah, that grind for fighting Cutter, which is particularly a very hard end game type of boss, yeah, that that hits everyone. That kind of fucking sucks. I don't know if I should be happy that this is my final chest of green armor, but then again, I kinda hate guide sense right. There's no actual application. Doubt anyone fights Cutter for. Uh, I'm guessing there are still a decent amount of that fight him just for ally parts. So is it? Oh no, I forgot one energy booster. It's fine. I'm already at my eternal karma. At least we're finally getting back our. I love this specific type of LB events. It makes me want to farm FG for any energy boosters. A collector type of person, yeah. I mean, person like me. I don't I will not use that ally by the way. I finally got him. Yeah, I'm not even using that ally. Uh and again, and again by the way, if you look at this, if you already have a very decent amount of allies in the game, there is no way that you're even gonna be using this, right? Because again, he is using a rifle type weapon. So basically, you either build him as a DPS because every shot that he deals cost one energy. That's literally fucking ghost. Like one tap and one ability cost five. Yeah, 820 damage. Look at and level 120 ghost. Level 120 ghost is 630. Very, very low. Yeah, no gear. I mean that I would say that's pretty high. Again, the reason why Ghost has very low attack power is because of his crit damage. Then again, there's a certain amount of characters, 200 again, or is Duke the Spider. Yeah, Duke the Spider's 200, 750. But yeah, particularly Ghost is a buffing type of character, while this one is supposed to be a DPS type of character. And look at this, 15% chance of dealing extra damage on bleeding type of enemy. Very niche. What is the best, perfect, and worst 6 stars? I mean, there's only one 6-star character. I mean, currently, okay. Currently, if I really wanted to, or if somehow I'm missing, I need two more for this guy. For Ghost, I need two more as well. For this guy, I need two more. Most of my allies, I need 2 or 3 more copies for 6-star. This one, what the fuck? And okay, never mind. Another two more, three more, three. Again, I can say I am very lucky in terms of my allies. What about Fire Dragon? Yeah, I get one more copy. He hits 5-star in this event. Speaking of, how many lunar boxes? 11 out of 50. Very good. Next, a lot of people might be asking, what weapons what weapons should you craft? Well, it is a very easy. type of question. First things first, legendaries. The pistols, they deal decent damage on arc. The sniper rifle, they deal decent damage on arc. it's it's a fucking joke, by the way. It is. It absolutely is. Where is it? Like, if you were to choose between these three, damage wise, 1,300, 1,400, and this is 1,000. Of course, the Crux rifle is better. Yeah, the pistol, that's their only purpose, doing 19 to 23. I'm not joking. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, guys, if you really wanted to kill floor 24, you can with this pistol. But again, very, very cosmetic type of legendaries. But again, if you're thinking about long term, like floor C5, again, this is another C5. Just pick Bloody Dragon, you know. This is gonna help you. In terms of future farming for Triad events, Dragon's Breath is even more better at getting points for you for Triad. The Legong Pistol. What about this one? Again. And by the way, this fucking sucks for fighting Plague Bukor. Do not even try with this. Both of this are for farming for points. They're not for bossing. They're not a weapon for boss fights. For example, this one, and this one, and even this one. These type of event specialists are, you know, they can kill bosses, right? Like these type of event specialists, they are really good at killing bosses. But again, that absolutely sucks. Because the reason why I said that absolutely sucks, because you need this. Ah, shite. You need these pliers for this perfect weapons. Now, the perfect weapons. By the way, let me show you guys something. This sunbeam is particularly better than the triple strike. Hopefully I can find my strike instant. Or is my triple strike? Yeah, this one. You remember? Do you remember, guys, me doing this shit? Look at the big area. The circle attack. Very high damage, right? What about the triple strike, you might ask? What about damage wise? 2,700 to 3,014. 3,000 to 3,200. This is particularly better than the fucking triple strike. Now you might be asking. Deals electric area and paralyzes enemy, right? Like, sure, it can stun certain enemies, but you don't. Why would you even need to stun enemies when you can just kill them? Yeah, and again, look at the ability. It is a more what? Yeah, it can paralyze certain enemies for a very long time. But again, it doesn't have a bigger AoE than the sunbeam. Yeah, the sunbeam is much better than the triple strike. So unless you want this weapon, just for the aesthetics of having triple barrel shotgun, you can. What about next? Hokan crossbow. This is a Tomb Fire weapon. We already talked about Tomb Fire. Very particularly good. Problem is, Problem. You need a specific setup to boost bow and crossbow damage, and at the same time, there is no tomb fire buffer uh decorations. Even though this is particularly good, like there are better perfect weapons that you can kill bosses with. Because again, in this game, you are crafting perfect weapons to kill certain bosses. You're not supposed to craft particular weapons because they look fucking good. My brother, you are, unless you are Jimmy, okay? If you are Jimmy, you don't care about the effects of the weapon. You're looking for aesthetic to use on a daily basis, right? But if you're a normal person that doesn't have anything, you don't put money into the game, like crafting the most important ones is probably your best bet. What about the Onyx rifle? The Onyx rifle is decent. Why do I say the Onyx rifle is decent? Uh, Onyx. Why do you use the Onyx rifle? By the way, guys, the reason why I said the Onyx rifle is decent. Yes, do not look at the part where it says deals increased damage to arc. Do not look at this. It does not matter. Okay, it does not matter. Look at the ability. The plasma shock deals area damage and leave enemies vulnerable to electricity for 10 seconds. Basically, okay. For example, you're having a hard time fighting Plague Bukor. This is what do you, in layman's term, this is the Patriot of electric weapon. So, what does the Patriot does? Is he this Patriot? The Patriot, 50% vulnerability to all types of damage. This is basically the Patriot. Okay. So if you have this ability and then you finally use another see, look at the damage that I'm dealing. 4,000, 8,000. Yeah, the damage and the amount of durability, yeah, I mean, the debuff of invulnerability is amazing. So yeah, this is a perfect good weapon for doing with Plague Bukor. And you're only using this for this passive right here. Very, very fast to recharge as well. Like, look at this. 6 seconds recharge. A very, very good weapon. But again, this is not a DPS type of weapon. This is for buffing any other types of weapons in the game. Like, for example, this and then this. Yeah, you just use this for buffing your damage. Electric weapon. Yeah, I would still say, if you're aiming for fighting Plague Bukor on range weapons, this is good. If you're opting to fight Plague Bukor melee, this is particularly the better as well. But guys, you have to remember, even though the Dragon Katars are also amazing, it's like saying, I only want to fight Plague Bukor. Maybe that wins, right? And I already made a video where is it? Like, look at this. This video, 188 views only. Plague Bukor, right? But this is not Dragon Katars. Remember when I said Dragon Katars are really, really, right? But the problem with Dragon Katars is this. Why am I only using a Butcher's Cleaver for Plague Bukor? Look at this. See, Sponge. This one, this one. This ain't buff. This is a very defensive, and this is Black Strider set only. And look at the armor. This is for blinding plague bukor. Yeah, look, see? Yeah, you can tank this. See? Do you see how fast that fucking fight truly is? Do you see? Do you not see 25 seconds to uh fuck 50? That's literally 25 seconds of fighting Bukor. And then you're gonna tell me to use Dragon Katars when you have Butcher's Cleaver. That is absolutely insane. So yeah. Yeah, those are my old video. So in terms of like for example, okay, I am a range type of person as well. And you know, the only good thing about this event, they finally give out the Triad dummy. Last Triad, last Triad, you can't craft this Triad dummy. Plus, we have the year of the statue added. So depending on who you are, if you really want the critical chance for rifle, you prioritize this. Like I think for me, I'm gonna prioritize the Great Sun Tree or something. Or, you know, if I'm feeling very, very stupid, like I am right now, especially when I watch my old video, yeah, so many decorations to make, so very less keys that you can get, so very little number of keys, like 20, 30. Let's see. Oh my god. Yeah, you can only craft one. That's the problem. And by the way, back in the day, they used to give out multiple decoration like that. That's why you are seeing I have multiple serpents tree right here, and this great lion guard, the 20%. Oh my god. You know what's worse? Imagine crafting this 3% maximum health only to combine them into one lion guard. It's the same with the trees as well. I have lightning tree as well. So again, back in the day, they gave out so much decorations. Right now, they're not even giving enough decoration materials to craft all of them. It is disgusting. I think that's the appropriate word. Because it's like telling you, which do you really prioritize? Do you prioritize the acid damage, incoming acid damage for Plague Bukor? Or do you prioritize this Great Sun Tree for Cardinal event, Decayer event? That's that's fucking insane. And by the way, this Year of the Tiger was, I guess, last 2 years ago when they released this. That's the problem. In the next Triad event, you may never see this Triad Tiger statue again. That's the problem again. And last year, you tried to bully. No, 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 Jimmy, no. No, no, Jimmy. But Jimmy, what you don't understand is that I was trying to force you to play for more than 2 to 3 hours of playtime. You know. uh, yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. The rewards are kind of shit. Because again, the decorations, like for example, the decorations right here, you can only get them from keys. Okay. And the problem is, like for example, you have to open the 400 chest. Like back in the day, back in the previous Triad events, you only need to open 100 keys for decoration materials. Right now, there isn't even one decoration materials. You need to really open this 400 key chest. And what's worse is that you get the shit rank 4 Lunar Warrior armor for no reason. Yeah, that fucking sucks. And you know what else absolutely sucks? They added a random Glock A cryo. And for some reason, Glock A is a Triad weapon. I don't even know why they suddenly added Glock A cryo as a Triad weapon. If I remember back in the day, this wasn't even a Triad weapon. So yeah. But look, realistically, you get 10, you can get or you get 2. You get 3 decorations, okay? Yeah, and Triad doesn't even have. Yeah, Glock A Cryo is supposedly a pincer weapon. You are absolutely correct. Yeah, he is. It is a pincer weapon, and somehow they made it into Triad. And Jimmy is absolutely correct. There is no very good uh Triad farming weapon. It's okay, look. When you say where is it? Look at this. At least decayer weapons. You use fire weapons, right? We have the decay crucible. Like you can save a lot of mats. Fighting someone in Triad is like, I don't know if this guy has enough capability to fuck me, you know? It depends on how much golden red dragon rocket launcher that guy has. It entirely depends on this. That's literally it. The rocket launchers. And by the way, again, Jimmy, I'm gonna show you my Triad weaponry. You could have definitely what? This is the amount of Triad weapons I have left. See? These are the only Triad weapons. This ain't a lot, Chief. This really ain't a lot. We are indeed suffering. But, guys, that's my dog. And guys, the reason why I said it's kinda sucks to use Triad weapons, because most Triad weapons are particularly good at killing bosses or even general mobbing. I'm gonna show you. Okay. I'm gonna show you. This is particularly good for boss fights as well. Very, very good rifle. This is good for boss fights. Again, another good for boss fights. Very good for boss fights. Very good for boss fights. This is very good for boss fights as well. Literally all of this are good for boss fights. Except for this melee. Except for this eyeshadow stuff. This can kill Butcher. It can also reduce the attack speed of Butcher somehow. But yeah, most Triad weapons are really, really good. It feels like a scam to even use them for farming for points, because they are really that good. And by the way, it's kind of hard to even get periodic acid damage, fire damage. You always somehow get the periodic electric damage. I don't even know why. It kind of fucking sucks. But yeah, if you want to fuck with someone, you better have Thunderer or Red Dragon Rocket Launcher. That's That's literally the event for what do you call this? In this particular event, which kinda sucks. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people can actually compete in this particular LB because like even Jimmy was using the perfect shotgun to farm. Like where is it? Like this one, it was this is particularly, kind of insane because again, the shotgun does not this shotgun where is it? This shotgun right here does not particularly do well in clearing the entirety of yeah, it's expensive, you can use it for boss fights, and it does not cover the entirety of all the forgotten graveyard. Yeah, it's not worth it. The sunbeam by the way, if they just made sunbeam, this past sunbeam, and if you look again, it's my sunbeam anyway. Yeah, the durability on this shotgun is fucking shit. Like, the sunbeam has better durability, better damage than this one as well. So I don't even know why. And by the way, the triple strike when killing aberrations, it can't. Sorry, it can't. That's literally the point. It can't even kill aberrations. Like at least the sunbeam. Yeah, at least the sunbeam can literally kill uh those flying bastards. Am I doing this correctly, boss? Because again, you know what I did to make this? I haven't looked. First place is already 3,000. 3,000. Another 2ZZF type of guy. So, I'm guessing this three guys plus this dude, four of them. Let me see. Maybe this dude. No. Kind of prey. So, this is what I'm doing. I take this, I take this, I take this. I take this. Ay, ay, ay. Uh, we put this over here. Take this. We take this. I don't know why my dog is barking. Dog coded. Okay. I'ma only show you guys this. The things that I do in. I can. Yeah, this is literally the setup. It's different. Can I? Can I? Very good. And that fucking sucks to shoot. backpack. And that's literally it. And by the way, I think Jimmy understands this because he was looking at the points, and I think you might be wondering why I'm getting so much points in a short amount of time. uh, like I was getting 1,000 points per 6 to 7 minutes. Eh, So yeah, you shouldn't even bring Dynamo on this one. This is supposedly enough. Yeah. And by the way, I was really tired. Okay. Like the reason why I climbed those number of points is because I didn't have time to play later in the evening, and just say, if they can get this far enough amount of points, then sure, why not? They can have it. I was I was tired, okay. I was very sleepy. And again, every LB in my time zone, it's 1 a.m. Again, this is not enough DPS. See, those guys are still alive. Those are not enough. How much did we? 900. Instant 600 points. It's literally a matter of, can I actually farm for this? And you know what else? You saw me using this ability, right? The difference between this one and the Sunbeam, if you use this ability, it consumes somewhat a little bit more than the Sunbeam. So yeah, it's pretty a pathetic type of shotgun. People shouldn't even be using this. I think this is also bait. And by the way, the specialist shotguns can do more damage than this shotgun, especially when they're fighting Plague Book Core. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys one thing. So that is if you use this special ability right here. That's one thing that you can do. The other thing that you can do, like let's say you don't have Thunderer, okay, gather them up. I want to have everyone to be fighting a fair fight. So everyone can know how much I gather points. It is a matter of endurance. Because this is gonna take you at least 1 to 2 hours getting those points. 10,000 points is 1 hour. So as you can see, the first thing you may want to have is an ally that doesn't have an energy. Wait. And this fucking sucks if you're playing on an emulator. Like, yeah, I got licked. You might be asking, how do you kill this? That's why I have Romanov. Yeah, that's one thing that you can do. Okay, that is literally one thing that you can do. So 900 points, and then how many points right? It's going to be 1,500 if my math is correct. You do this a bunch of times and you dominate the LB. Problem is, again, it's it's gonna take a lot of time, but it is much more faster than going to red zone. And I wouldn't even suggest people doing this on an emulator because as you can see, every shot that I do cost what? 30 FPS. Yeah, 1,400. So yeah, my math was correct. And again, this is another big reason why I don't throw away radiation foods. Because again, they are providing enough HP. The longer you are not going back to your base, the bigger the amount of points that you can make. And again, I shit you not, one final plea for the newer people, newer players in the game. For the love of God, please, please prioritize ease. The rewards for LB is horrendous. Okay? You have to be deeper in the game just to say the cost of what you did is important or making a dent. So please prioritize farming instead of doing LB. You know, if normal people are only making 7,000, 10,000 points, 13, 15,000 points, then you are not very far away. That is a very normal thing to do. Like hitting 20, 25,000 points or even 30,000 points like what I did, that is absolute degeneracy. You know, that is in fact without rhyme, without reason. You're just grinding for the sake of grinding. Okay, that costed me 30 FPS. Boom, another 30 FPS. Hey. Yeah, but that is the pattern. After you kill the flying aberration with the Thunderer, you switch out with this rocket launcher, right? But again, if you don't have the Thunderer, try to kill them with this rocket launcher. You know what else that you can do? There's one more. Or, again, this was supposed to be a very quick stream. Very, very quick. There's one more thing that people can do. Oh, also, you shouldn't be doing Forgotten Graveyard if your character is not dirty. Look, see 1,900. Very, very fast at collecting points. Our newest victim for today is this Russian dude. Let's see how much he is willing to spend. No. You know, at this point, like for me, okay, even though I'm not very rich in terms of gears as well, what's really dangerous of facing me is this. Beware a man who has nothing to lose. Like I've already lost my sanity. By the way, playing this game already takes a toll at your mental state. So what else you can do is you can use this rocket launchers, the firework cannon. It boosts your damage. At the same time, people forget you can also boost your fire damage. At the same time, you can add this one. A lot of people might be saying, wouldn't the drone operator mess up the DPS and might not give you the points? No, 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 no. If ever the drone operator gives you enough DPS, you know, to actually preserve the amount of points. And by the way, they really nerfed the rocket launchers in this game. Jimmy is also correct on that. Number one, they nerfed the durability of Thunderer. Number two, they nerfed the damage of Red Dragon rocket launcher, which is this fire rocket launcher right. So this one, the durability got nerfed. This one, the damage got nerfed. There is no escape. Like again, once the devs realized players can just do this, they had to tone down those specific weapons. Because again, people were not using the diversity of Triad weapons. Yeah, people should also just, aim for top 10. The only demons or your competitive rival you're fighting with is yourself. Yo. Boom. Still alive? Oh no. See, 27. If you see 27 points, it means you're killing them. You're killing them with the correct type of weapon. Like for example, okay, a lot of people might think that the stinger heals every time you got hit by the tongue or every time they hit you normally, right? But once you deal, like for example, this one. Now, Soul Taker is the Undertaker. So for example, it says right here, three times more points for kills with legendary and perfect. What it doesn't tell you is that you only need to deal 70 to 75% of the damage. Like you can see, that's why the reason why I brought an salt what is this? The Bloodsucker AKM. You can finish off stragglers with this. It also heals you a very large amount of HP. Because with this method, you're burning a lot of, what do you call this? Healing items. But yeah, Arc also gives a lot of points for anyone wondering. That's why if you have access to floor 30 or 36, I would say, that's a very decent bump into your points. All right, now I'm not going to use Thunderer. I'm just going to use the red rocket launcher. This is the fire rocket launcher. And again, you want to deal with the flying aberration. Have yourself a no energy ally and Romanov at the red. By the way, for extra healing, radiation foods really do provide enough. Uh, they provide enough healing. So again, look at this. I am out of energy for going out. But if you can use foods for energy and healing at the same time, it kills two birds with one stone right here. Okay, that's 30 of my FPS. That's another 30 of my FPS. Oof. Ah, see, 72. And look, even if Romanov kills this dude, the arc bosses themselves don't give. No, it's not the arc bosses that gives points. It is completing the floors itself that gives points. So yeah, this is what I do. I don't want any more questions on how. Yeah, completing the boss floors do. And people still forget this. Okay, people still forget. People might be bitching about uh the season pass takes way too long to finish, right? But they rarely visit this type of place to begin with. For example, I'm only at floor 12. That refreshes 16 days. Yeah, people, guys, look at this. This is season pass points, and this is for Triad challenge points. Depending on how higher the boss is, right? The higher the floor boss is the number of season pass and Triad points you get. So again, higher the floors is better at dealing with your best season pass. Speaking of season pass, I think a lot of us have already accepted how truly shit the season pass points truly. But don't worry. The next season pass, the next season pass is even gonna be more shit. Yikes. So for anyone who's wondering who is the next season pass character, uh, who is gonna be our... Oh no, actually, if the next season pass is if the next season pass is this Trapper, or then it's good. Get Trapper. Thinking it's Trapper. Let me see. Let me check. Don't worry. I have my source. 2020 2023. Let's see. 20 Steel Hawk up streaming. Oh hell yeah. Yeah, it's going to be Trapper. Holy shit, we're gonna get Trapper again. Oh my god, we better save up. No, people save up. It's going to be Trapper. Why do I say it's Trapper? Starting from year one, we got Storm the Strider. Next, Mike the Bulldog. Next, Sergeant Gromov. It's gonna be Trapper and Goliath again. We got we got Gromov, right? We got this guy, Gromov. And then we got Dambalas Tornado and this guy again. Then we got Pincer and Dark Ghost. This current LB is Ivar the Dark Guardian. So who else is not in the list? We already got this for uh anniversary, right? Right? Anniversary. And this dude, Aries, and this one is in the same. So yeah, highly think it's gonna be Trapper and Goliath. You know, if you're a fairly rich type of, you have money, I highly suggest save off your drones for the people that have 10,000 drones random, and it's finally Goliath and Trapper. Damn, I envy those type of, because the amount of the amount of fragments that you can get to this from this guy. Oh yeah, look, we can clearly see who are the season pass type of fragments. So again, AI STM Ares and this dude Defender, both are on the same season pass. Season. Yeah, and this was the very recent season pass, right? The Hero Spear. So yeah, I would definitely say it's going to be Trapper. Yeah, definitely Trapper. It's going to be definitely Trapper. Somehow they gave Prometheus chap in the anniversary event and this one anniversary event. So yeah, highly likely it's going to be Trapper next time. But yeah, that's it for my time. Again, Father got hospital. I don't have a lot of read. Just wanted to make this just so people wouldn't be asking how do I deal with this type of boss. If Red Zone and Screaming Forest, uh yeah, just like what about my story? I constantly do drone every single. Look at this. This is a lot, by the way. A lot more people are suffering. If ever storage from Last Day on Earth is better than this one. Plus back in the day, it doesn't have any, what do you call this, time limit. So it kinda sucks, but yeah. 18 days is a particularly very long type of season pass, but yeah, it's going to be Trapper. Yeah. You know what? People save up. That's your own saving grace. You wanna have an easier time, your account progression, definitely Trapper and Goliath will save your account. But yeah, that's my time. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.